making space for himself. Looks for a runner coming with the right. Ferguson obliges, but he was matched by Van Bossen. Ian Ferguson took up good position ahead. This is Gascoigne, who's been quieter in the last quarter of an hour or so. Tagged over behind by Thompson, penalised by referee Clark. Van Bossen to Laudrup. Van Bossen again. Gascoigne makes the run in the inside left position. Taking on Harrison. Graham Watson helps it on. Away for the corner. Once again, Rangers lacking. Target man in the centre there for these crosses.
This piece Gascoigne is the passive defender. Laid it on a plate and there's no one there to take advantage of it.
That's Ian Ferguson. The offside flag is up against Gascoigne. Well, I think you can suggest he doesn't agree with the linesman on the near side.
It's not a lot in it, in actual fact. When the ball is played forward, it might well have been Charlie Miller. It was coming out there, and perhaps that's what Paul Gascoigne found hard to understand.
Header by McLaren. Away from Van Bossen. Well, the closing stage of the first half, an indication that the Rangers fans are becoming a little bit restless. Gascoigne, little flick on. Miller will return pass. Promising again for Rangers. Laudrup free on the right. Miller through the centre. Laudrup. Header out. O'Neill. Nicholas calmly keeps possession for Graham Ferguson's benefit. Landed up early, but couldn't make nothing of that. Petric plays it long, and Charlie Miller has Laudrup again in space. The Clyde players funnel back in midfield. Van Bossen holds off the challenge from Thompson. Moore. Good running by Van Bossen. Excellent handling again by Hillcoat. What a match he's having.
It was a lovely move from Rangers, a good pass, and Van Bossen made a good run. Then you're looking for your striker to go across the front of the goalkeeper. You know, and I think that's the biggest problem the Rangers have got. They've got to counteract that, but all credit to the goalkeeper. He's played well and enjoyed himself as well.
Nicholas sends it away early there for Harrison. Chance to take on McLaren. Good calm defending by McLaren. Kept his eye on the ball, stood up well. It's back with O'Neill. He's away from Ferguson. Petric chesting it down. McLaren launching the ball upfield. That's Laudrup. Now Miller. Eased out of that by Thompson. It's been a good match, the big centre half. Keith Knox did well, knew what Nicholas was. This is Ian Angus. Nicholas finds O'Neill in space. Ferguson breaking on the right, promising again. But Clyde, they have players in the box for the cross. One of them is Anand. Helped on by Moore, retrieved now by Angus. Nicholas. Twisting and turning, trying to turn the clock back, really. Gascoigne breaks. Harrison lays it back to Ferguson. O'Neill, Ferguson again. Now Ian Angus. He had time. Perhaps couldn't believe quite how much time he had. Clyde finishing the first half with a flourish.
It's the same as the last attack that Clyde had. They've got a player over on that side, and really, Ian Angus is experienced enough to know that he had a bit of time there, and it was a time to perhaps test Andy Gorham.
Here's Graham Watson. Overhang a pass for O'Neill. Well, I wonder what odds the bookies would have given for a 0-0 score in half-time in the match. Rangers massive odds on to win this match, but are we on the brink of a real sensation? Van Bossen taking on Graham Watson. Ball is over on the pass, retrieves it well. Here's Ian Ferguson. And again, solid defending, but the clearance reaches Loudrup from Knox. Well attacked by Martin O'Neill. Gascoigne hoping that would drop from the volley. Brown's pass, here's Loudrup. Shot on target. The combined efforts of Angus and Knox, combined ages 65, working so hard against Loudrup. And it's half-time at Broadwood. No goals in the first half, despite the efforts of Peter Van Bossen for Rangers on both flanks, getting openings. But Rangers have faced an inspired goalkeeper in John Hillcoat, who's been quite outstanding throughout the first half. And this is a real cup tie. We're looking forward to the second half. It's Clyde 0, Rangers 0.
Saturday, Eddie Murphy is back.
I don't believe it.
On the streets of Beverly Hills.
I'm looking for a killer.
He's going undercover.
Hey, Okie, do the Okie shuffle.
Okay.
That's not right.
He got a lot more than he bargained for.
Bring that man down.
Hold on tight.
Axel,
You've got to turn yourself in, man.
premiering 10 o'clock Saturday, Beverly Hills Cop 3 on the Movie Channel. Beverly Hills Cop 3. Just a taste of the big premieres this February on Sky's 3 Movie Channel.
Call 0990 10 20 30 and we'll switch you on.
Le crime a eu lieu à 9h. Vous avez arrêté l'accusé à
9h30.
Il conduisait une voiture ordinaire.
Ordinaire.
50 km sur une route de montagne en 30 minutes. Je ne crois pas.
Non coupable.
Une voiture ordinaire?
If you're not quite sure where to turn for savings, life assurance, or a pension, it may be reassuring to know that we've been finding our way successfully through the financial markets for 180 years. Scottish Widows, looking good for your money.
Something extraordinary is happening. Esso are looking at all the fuel prices in your neighborhood. And although we will never compromise the outstanding performance of all our fuels, we will ensure our own prices are among the lowest around. Look out for the new Esso Price Watch, the dawn of a new era in motoring.
I'm a little lamb.
If you're an active sort of person, PPP Healthcare has a special fast lane plan to help you deal with whatever comes at you. PPP Healthcare, with you at every step.
Well, so far so good for Clyde. Good half. Although Rangers have had the best of it, in fairness, and that's underlined by the match facts. 12 attempts from Rangers, on target with 4. Clyde with 4 attempts at goal, on target with 2. They haven't won a corner yet. Just the one booking to date, Jim Thompson of Clyde. And let's have a look at the action areas. Well, dominated by Rangers, who have had 61% of the possession. That's a tremendous amount. We're in the company tonight of Craig Brown, the Scottish team manager, and Steve Archibald. 7-1 you could have got on it being level at half-time, Craig, but there's a big smile on your face because they've done well today, haven't they, Clyde?
Done very well, yes, and it's 7-2, a draw at the end of the game. I think it's an interesting set of odds now. Clyde have done very well. Great tactics from Alex Smith. I think the way he's played Rangers, he hasn't chosen to man-mark Gascoigne. He's closed the space. He's forced Rangers into a choke defence, and they've found it difficult to make clear-cut chances. So an excellent first half, I think, for Clyde.
The best, I think, of them, Steve, their chances have come from set pieces, haven't they? The free kick from Paul Gascoigne early, which your goalkeeper did well with.
Yeah, it was
eventually got down and got enough on it.
Excellent free kick, on target. Keeper's done well, pushed it onto the post, yeah. Good save. Keeper's got his eye in now. He's had a bit of action, and he's got his eye in, and he's looking good.
The corner that followed, I think, may have been from that particular incident, when McLaren peels off and gets a good header in, but Hillcoat's in the right place at the right time. Are you impressed with what Clyde have done so far?
Craig's exactly right. They're leaving Anand up there on his own, and they're flooding areas with a lot of bodies, and it's very difficult for anybody to get through that.
61% of the possession, Rangers, and by far and away the best opportunities. Here's another, Van Vossen with a header at the far post. He's still looking for his first goal for Rangers. You'd have thought pre-match he might fancy it here, but not to date. They've coped with most things well, Craig, haven't they?
Very well. Clyde have got men, as Stevie says, behind the ball exceptionally well. And the Rangers have got few crosses from wide areas in, and I think crosses will cause Clyde problems. Even John Hillcoat, the goalkeeper's a wee bit dodgy in the cross ball sometimes, but I think they're defending exceptionally well. And Anand up front is causing a wee bit of problem to the Rangers backmen because of his industry. Wonderful vintage touches also from Charlie. You know, you've seen that. And Tommy Harrison, his partner in midfield, is doing well also. Look at Charlie here. You know, he's loving this, and the young boy's responding exceptionally well round about him.
We did say, Steve, didn't we, pre-match, a wonderful opportunity for Charlie Nicholas to remind us what he can do, and he has taken it.
Petric has to pay to get back in there. Charlie has sent him out the field and brought him back in again, and there's a great pass, and I honestly feel that the Clyde's player should have been quickly onto that, and that's a magnificent back heel.
Yeah, it shows great awareness. The thing that he's not got when he's on the ball is too many options in front of him to make the passes. That's the only thing he's not got, but he's making the most of what he does have, and he's having an excellent game so far, Charlie. And I think maybe with the wind at the back, Clyde could cause Rangers a problem in the second half.
This was their best chance.
Exactly. I don't know who it is at the back. I think it's maybe big Jim Thompson who's come up and knocked it across the face of the goal. Or Anand, but the shot from Gillis here, number 4, Kenny Gillis hits it brilliantly, and it's blocked by Petric, I think. Now that was the best striking goal of the game, I would say. And there's young Ferguson from the full-back position, number 11, coming up into an attacking slot.
But so far, as we said, so far so good. Now, are we getting a little bit overly ambitious here, Steve? If they find a way through, how uneasy are Rangers going to be about that?
No, well, as I say, they're going to have a bit of wind at the back now, and they've completed the first half. Their confidence must be high. The players must know they've done a good job in this first half, and they'll go out there confidently looking for a win. Clyde will at this stage.
Can they keep it up?
Although they won't go, and Alec will have them well clued in, and tactically he's spot on, and he'll have them told that they can't go flying forward. They have to be patient and build into it, because they can obviously get caught in the counter-attack. But they'll be going out in the second half looking to do something positive in this game, yep.
And you talked about industry. Can they keep that up for 90 minutes? Or the longer it goes, are Rangers more likely to get a hold of it?
Yeah, I think that's true. I think fitness-wise, Clyde will be very fit, physically fit. But there's an emotional drain on them, I'm sure, all week and the match itself. So towards the end, I would think they might become a bit weary, and we might need to send a taxi on for Charlie to get him about the field, you know. But Charlie has been outstanding, you know, everything he's done. He has not wasted one ball. He's a great outlet for the back players if they can find them. And if he can stick one through to the big boy, Anand, you might just get the freak goal that Clyde are looking for.
When you look at the amount of possession that Rangers have had and the goal opportunities that they've created for themselves, what will most disappoint Walter Smith about the scoreline?
Well, I think Walter, unfortunately, maybe this is a strange thing to say, is it, from a coach, but they're maybe playing too much football. Maybe if they put a few balls through the middle there and put pressure on the Clyde defenders and allowed Van Vossen to come in a bit to assist young Charlie Miller through the middle. That's what I would be tempted to do, and just put a few balls in and test the Clyde defence. Everything has been very studied from Rangers. I compliment them, but maybe it's not the way to win this cup tie.
I think that Clyde are not playing, they're not pushing up, They're sitting in there, like a lot of bodies in there, so to play balls over the top of them, it's very, very difficult, and it's not on, really. The way they're playing is exactly right. So it's very difficult to put these balls in and try and turn them, test their pace and get in behind them. Therefore, everything's in front of them, they can just shuttle across and get bodies in. And Laudrup's not had too happy an evening so far. They're playing him exceptionally well, they're pushing him inside, and he's not getting too much joy.
It's a very interesting cup tie that we've got on our hands here. It's goalless at half-time. Clyde have done the job that they intended to so far. Can they keep it up, or can Rangers find a way through? We'll find out when we come back.
The World Cup bonanza has begun. Live ball-by-ball coverage of the key matches. 12 teams battling in 2 groups. Rawalpindi hosts our next match, South Africa versus the United Arab Emirates, tomorrow at 3:45 a.m. live on Sky Sports.
The new 1996 Micra.
Looking for a holiday? Then pick up the paper with the biggest selection. It's smart to start with Dalton's Weekly, on sale now.
The FX Performer from Wilkinson Sword. A new razor that combines 3 different parts which flex to follow your individual features for a close shave that's now so comfortable, shaving becomes a pleasure. The new FX Performer from Wilkinson Sword.
Where on earth can you find all the holidays in the world rolled into one? Walt Disney World, Florida. 43 square miles of sunshine, pleasure, and excitement. It's a Walt Disney World of holidays in one. To help you plan yours, call 0990-000-000 for your free video.
Cash flow, overheads. Oh, here comes some more bank charges. Oh, the joys of running a business. There's got to be something less painful. Gyrobank. UK's leading cash handling service, charge less to handle my company's daily takings. That's bang on. Isn't it time you took the sting out of your bank charges? Gyrobank, moving money for business.
Our Friends Electric. 36 classic sounds of the 80s in record shops now.
Away to Forest in a cup match. Are Tottenham worried?
I think we're capable of beating anybody anywhere.
As Jerry Francis spurs his side onto greater things, Forest have made a hesitant start in the FA Cup. It's time to get going. A 5th round Premiership clash in the Ford Escort Cup Special. Monday night at 7, live on Sky Sports.
Welcome back. Goalless at half-time. Clyde against Rangers, who have been out for some time, waiting for this second half to start. Clyde, as you can see, are just joining them. That's us rejoined, Billy McNeil and Jock Brown.